Hello, welcome back if you're a current subscriber. Welcome if you're new. So part two is teddy bees. So let's get into chopping some teddy bees. Escobar, I love this one. Oh my gosh. I was hoping I'd see this in the poll. This is Palo and Beach Nights, but I don't see it. So I'm glad that I have more because this is a great winter Beach Nights blend. So yeah, I'm kind of surprised this one wasn't there, but maybe y'all haven't tried it, don't know, I don't know. I'm just glad I have some to last. But I love her beach nights. Anything with it, beach treats is what she calls hers. So yeah, but so it is Monday. I'm off today. Probably will have posted the other chop and chat, but first, but I hope you guys are all doing well. My kids are starting back to school this week on Wednesday. Pretty excited about, or they're pretty excited. Most of them are anyway. Hot pie and apple. I like this one. I really do like hot pie, but I like this one just with the added pie, the apple in it. It just, I don't know. I just kind of like this one. I have both of them, but I do like this one a lot. So yeah, kids are starting. My son starts college actually tomorrow. So I always take, the back to school photos. I'm sure he's going to love taking one, but I am going to make him take a photo with me for his first day because yeah, I work tomorrow and so I'll be up when he's going to go. And, so yeah, I will be able to get a photo of him if he doesn't like it too bad. I'm his mom. I'm still going to do it. And he is going to a local UW. And he's staying with us because the dorms, oh my gosh, I love beach bronze. Beach bronzed. He's going to stay with us because if the college dorms would have been 10,000, or no, 8,000 more for the year. And I was like, dude, so I don't know the state of the world, but we have money set aside. And so he has so much to help him hopefully be debt free and when he graduates. So I was like, if you do that, then you're not going to be able, we'll have to take out loans. And I'm like, no, he's got enough from what we have that he should not have to do that. So I said, you can live with us. Like, that's ridiculous. I don't babysit him. He's 18 years old. He's almost 19. In 18 days, he's going to be 19. Like, I'm not his babysitter. He's my kid, but he's an adult. And all I can do is trust. I've raised him, and he's going to make choices, right? That's our job as parents. Beautiful. So he is going to stay with us. And I don't even know if Princess Katya, now this is in the polls. I hope that this gets voted back. This is Vanilla Birch Beach Treats Rose Fireside. This thing is just phenomenal. I love this scent. It is just stinking beautiful. So I don't know if I heard once that there was this, the president did some loan things. I'm not going to have my child do that. I believe in working for what you want, not getting a handout from the government. I just am not for that. So we have money set aside and he needs to be responsible about that. I'm not about taking any money from the current president. No, thank you. I should not I paid for my own college. People should not have to pay for other people's college. Not everybody should be in college. Some people, I feel like we're doing a disservice because some people think that the trades are not good enough. I just don't understand it. All right, Winterfell. This is from 2022. This is before she did the tops. So yeah, I love this scent. So anyway, that's just our opinion. So anyway, he starts school. Look at how pretty that is. So he's pretty excited. I got my UW shirt I ordered, so I did get that. I'm pretty excited about that. I showed it to my son. My husband was a little jealous. I'm like, well, get one. I bought one. Well, Samuel's yelling at Henry because Henry is obsessed with me, and all my dogs are. My gosh. Charlie's in here sleeping in his chair. He has a little bed in this chair. But the other dogs, like, if they know I'm up here, they will try their hardest to get up here. And it's like, no, just let me be. And Charlie likes his one-on-one time. Charlie's the one with his leg issues. So he really, sometimes he's a crabby old man. He's going to be 4 in November. And I think with his leg issues, he just doesn't have a lot of patience for the springy, like, crazy dog, right? Like the puppy phase that they are in, some of them. So he likes to hide up here with me, and so I don't let the other dogs up here all the time because, like I said, he kind of acts like a crabby old man sometimes with his legs. So, yeah, anyway, now I have a few of these. Khaleesi. So, big week in our house. I shared my brother is having surgery this week. And, yeah, work is good. I'm enjoying that. Besides that, if you guys saw my video, I did a bunch of canning. I usually try to get that done, especially working full time. I try to get it done in a weekend or 2, but with this being the long weekend, I was able to get it done in 3 days. So I literally had off on Friday. So I did work to can on Friday, Saturday, Thursday night I started, and then Friday all day, Saturday all day, Sunday all day, and finished last night. So I am officially done, and it's not very warm outside, which sucks because I love the heat. Yes, I do. But it looks like it's warming up, so my husband's out mowing if you hear him. And as soon as I'm done with this, chopping this, I am going to go mow the front yard. Trifecta. Now, I know a lot of you love this, okay, and that's totally fine, but I'm not the biggest fan of cashmere cream, and I've learned that, but this, I started warming it. I don't mind this one, but it's not my love, but it's also layered with the others, so I do like it. Look at how pretty it is anyway, but anyway, I'm going to finish this, because it's not, like, like I said, I'm not the biggest cashmere cream fan, I've learned. So for me, I just am like, no, I have to stay away. Now, one of these has cashmere woods, and I do like that one. But I had warmed this a while ago, and I don't generally destash if I've chopped up a loaf. Like, I have cashmere and cookies, and I do not like that. But I am not going to destash it because I warmed a piece. Because like I said, everybody loved it. And I was like, well, I'm like the only person in the world, I think, who doesn't like it. So then I warmed a piece and I'm like, nope, I don't. It's just not for me. I just don't care for that. It's like a lot of you guys don't like rose. I don't know why people are so offended. Like a lot of people don't like rose. And all of a sudden, like you say you don't like something and people are like, what do you mean you don't like that scent? It's like, do you like rose? Well, no. Well then, okay. Why does it matter if I don't like something and you do? Like, what is the big deal? Miss Marlowe's cookies. I said this is kind of light in my open concept. So I'm going to finish this in my bedroom because it has beach nights in it. I don't generally like doing bakery in there, but I think this will do better. Or I'll just bring this to I'm going to bring this to work. It's not even halfway gone, but I'll bring this to work and warm this and leave it at work until it's gone because I think this will do great in my office. And it's not too overpowering that if I open my door and like go do something, I can leave my door open. Sometimes at work, when a scent is like a beast, I'm like, okay, I shut my door even when I go to the bathroom because I'm like, I don't want to offend any patients walking by, obviously. So I am very mindful of that. Like sometimes I just can't I don't generally leave my office door open because I am in the middle of the peds department. And man, there's a lot of kids and they're super cute and excited. I love listening to them as they walk by. But when they get shots, they cry. And if I'm on the phone, it doesn't work really well. So, I tend to leave my door shut only because, like I said, if I'm on the phone with a parent or a doctor, I don't want to, I don't want them to hear that. So I try to be mindful of that I'm in the office. Okay, the North. This is from 2022, so I do need to finish this. I do like this scent. I don't know if it's like a love of mine. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know why people get so offended when you say you don't like something and someone else thinks it's like the cat's meow. It's like, well, if you don't like rose, I'm not offended. Like I just started liking that more. So I don't get offended by what people like or don't like because we all have different loves. And isn't that why a vendor makes like so many scents and offers so many different varieties in a pre-order, because not everyone's gonna love the same dang thing. So I guess it doesn't really bother me if people don't like something that I love, and vice versa. I don't sit there and be like, ugh. I just feel like sometimes people need to shut their mouths. Like, if you don't like something, good for you. Who cares? If somebody likes it, leave them alone. What does it matter? In the grand scheme of things, people need to just mind their business. If you don't like something, don't be so offended. I mean, I might be offended if you say you don't like Circus Concession, but I'm just kidding. I wouldn't be, because not everybody does. There's a North. Speaking of which, the Red Wedding. How many of you like this? How many of you have warmed it? How many of you tried it? Look at how much I've used. Okay, this is just from the recent pre-order, and look at how much I used. Like, this is unheard of for me. Like, that's quite a bit I use, considering. This is a beast mode performer too, man. You don't need much at all to get performance in this one. I haven't tried this in my open concept, but I certainly will, because I have a Yankee candle. That's the new Enchantress, I think it's called, or in something. It's the red one from the Halloween collection. And I shared that in the vlog that April and I went shopping, and that I bought that one, and I actually have 2 or 3 now. I went back because it's phenomenal, burns, and it's a beast performer, and it kind of gives me a little bit of this like vibe. Not at all the same, but I think I could burn that and warm this in the same space just to amp up both of them. This doesn't definitely need it, nor does the candle need to be amped up. But I just think they scream that they could be like cousins. This is just beautiful. I absolutely love this scent. It's like such a surprise for me, considering I'm like newer into rose. I really never thought I would be a person who's like, oh yeah, I can get behind a rose scent, and here I am. Okay, Weekend with Papa. I don't know if I like this as much as I thought I did like it. I warmed some of this, and I don't think I've repurchased this because I'm like, I don't know about this one. So I'm actually not going to chop it all up, because if I really don't like it, I might just give it to my daughter and see what she thinks. Because my daughter literally loves the opposite of what I do. So anytime I'm like, I don't know what I think of that, I'm just like, Lizzie, like yesterday, what scent did I give her yesterday? Oh, you guys, I gave her Harold Fine Hair, because I told you how I do not like that scent. And she loves it. So there you go. I literally put this in there wrong. So she likes Harold Fine Hair. So see, there you go. Again, we all have preferences and likes. I made a mess of that. Jeez Louise. And she liked it, and I gave her the rest of that souffle. It was already diced up, so I wasn't going to destash that one because, like I said, I had cut it. I did destash the other 2 that I bought because I'm a dork and hadn't warmed it, and bought 2 more souffles. And lesson learned for sure now. Don't ever buy it just because everyone else loves it. Make sure you at least warm a piece between, like when I get my pre-orders and the RTS, if I get it ahead of time, I will warm a small piece. You'll see in my cotton candy one. And then I will decide if I want to buy more. So this, again, is from 2022. I've never even warmed this. And this is different. But I like this one. I'm like, something about this I enjoy. So I'm going to cut it, and I'm only going to do half again. I love Her Palo is great. I do like balsam scents. Has fallen leaves, peppermint. I don't smell a lot of peppermint right now, but we'll see when I warm it. And again, now that I know my daughter likes the opposite of me, but I just laughed that she said she liked Harold Fine Hair. I'm going to ask her if she warmed it. Do you know what scent she was warming yesterday? I cut up her, she got that black scent from Yankee. We went and I made her smell it because I was like, I bet you're going to like, if you watch April and I's vlog, it's in there. And it was the one April and I didn't like. It has patchouli. Well, so I had Lizzie, I'm like, Lizzie, when we went back to school shopping, I'm like, so I went and bought another one of the red candles. And I said to her, come and smell this witch's cauldron or something like that. And she loved it. So I bought her one of the little, melting cups, and we just cut it up last night so she could warm it. That's what my daughter, she loves the opposite of me. This is really pretty though, actually. So she just cracks me up. So when I asked her last night when I was going through wax, like, And I was going to get ready for this chop and chat. I was like, do you like this? Because what was I going to do with that hair with fine hair? And so she liked it, so she got it. I did not see this on the voting, which is sad, because this is really good, you guys. This is amazing oatmeal cookie. Oh my gosh, I just stinking love it. And some of her wax at one of these points was kind of like, do you see how it broke? Like, her wax doesn't usually do that. And that's the first, I mean, so I know there was a time for a short amount of time that I feel like for some reason the wax is just a little bit different. So I don't know. This was from a 10 of 2023. So I don't know, but I have no idea why my video stopped recording. So hopefully that got most of it. I don't know if I hit a button or what the heck happened here. So now I'm going to watch it. So Sadie, this came back. We just got this in this last pre-order. Salty Sierra Vanilla Bean Toasted Marshmallow. I love this. I was completely out of this. I ordered 2 tubs. Again, a beautiful scent. And if you got a D-stash from me, one of mine, we ended up getting this in, like, I got it when I ordered in the RTS, and the sticker I put on it, for some reason, it said, like, May of 2023, and I totally spaced. Obviously, it's not. It was 2024, so I don't know if you got any from my D-stash. I realized on one of mine that it was the wrong year. I was like, well, I think people would look at the dates on the top, not my little stickers. I don't know. And probably people didn't even notice it, right? Because they don't look in the bottom. I just put my stickers on just so kind of when did I get it versus when it was poured. That's why when I say that I warm a small piece when I get it is because, so she poured this in March and I got this in April. So it's like by the time you get it, it's probably been sitting, not everything's poured in one day. So if it's been sitting for a month or so, like it can be warmed. It should be. She says 2 weeks. I believe it's 2 weeks from the date on here. So then it's ready. So I'm happy to have Sadie back. Like I said, sometimes you can go for a couple years and not get a scent back. That's why sometimes it's really hard not to stock up on vendors because you might not see a scent for a couple years. This one is from 2022. Again, a gorgeous apple bakery scent. So I love like Circus Concession. Look at how pretty this is. Like the color is just stunning. So this isn't the same by any means, but it's a beautiful bakery apple scent. And it's pretty strong. So I was like, I want to warm this. This will be like, this would be a nice one for right now even. Some of our apples are actually ripe on the trees. So some of the neighbors are starting to pick their apples. And so I'm going to go check my Honeycrisp apples and see if those are ready because then I can bring some apples to work and for my lunch. Because usually for lunch I have an apple. It's one of my favorite treats to have. So I just thought this would be appropriate and I'd probably like to finish this year maybe. And just because it's from 2022. So, I mean, it's crazy to think that in a couple months we'll be in 2025, but praying for a great year. What is okay. Oops. All right. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this one out. This is the one I have been raving about. This is on the polls, I believe. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this out because, oh, there it goes, finally. See that? That's what I'm saying. I don't know what's with the wax. Sometimes the wax is a little off. Like it's not as soft, like the same consistency. Or I know this was recently poured. This one says August 8th. So not too long ago. I'm only gonna cut small pieces of this because you can see I didn't use much and this is a powerhouse. You guys, this is cotton candy, strawberry, vanilla drizzle icing. Like this is beautiful. I love this. I made a bold statement that I think this is my favorite cotton candy. It's so good. All right, there we go. This is just so pretty too. Love it. It's like Barbie pink. Amazing. So yeah, so busy week, as I'm sure everyone else is busy with their life and their kiddos too, getting them back to school. Like I said, I know some people's kiddos started sooner than our kids start, but Yeah, they don't start that early. Okay, I'm gonna cut this because I wanna, or chop this because I wanna warm this one. Spice Nog sugared snickerdoodles. This was poured 8/8, it says. Okay. So, oh yeah, this one did come out. That's right. There we go. Oh, this smells so good. But I do want to warm this because for sure before I don't, this is in the polls, but if this gets picked, I want to warm this and see how this does in my open concept. If it doesn't do well, then I probably wouldn't repurchase it, because if it's not going to do well in there, then what's the point? Because this is a bakery and I want my wax. Like, if it's bakery, I'm looking to warm this in my open concept. So if it doesn't do well, it's like, what's the point? There's other vendors that, I don't have issues with, but Teddy B, sometimes it can be more of an ambiance scent. And sometimes some of these scents I don't want as ambiance. I want them to, like, be performing in my open concept. So that is one I wanted to cut up so I could try it before, if it makes it, like I said. Okay, I'm going to do Hot Pie. Like I told you, I have both of these. I think this is a great scent. Like I said, I like both of them. I did destash a loaf of this because, which I know people are going to be like, why? But when you have a lot of wax, if somebody else can enjoy it and it's from, 2020, this one I did not destash because this one was from 2022. So I always look at what is the newest if I'm going to destash something. So obviously I destashed something that was newer, not something from 2022. So I have a tub. I think I have another half a tub, and then I had a loaf, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to finish that in this year. So if it comes back, I'll snag it at some point again. Like this, it's not one that I'm like, oh, I have to have backups of. And I don't, like I said, this one I do more in, this isn't a beast in my open concept. So this one, I honestly do it in my bedroom. Well, this is not going, it's going to take me a lot longer in my bedroom to go through this. And I think I've really been trying to focus on that in the last year. So I think my mentality has changed. Like, be more mindful of where are you warming it. If you're warming it in your bedroom, you don't need loaves in it. And this is Palo Sugar Donuts, hint of chai and pink chiffon. I love the pink chiffon in this. But it doesn't do well in my open concept. So I have to warm that in my bedroom. So that's why I was like, okay, why do you have all these scents that don't do well? Because you have to do them in your bedroom and you don't need loaves of them. So, and this is gorgeous, you guys. This is in the polls. I really hope this makes a comeback. This is a beautiful pretzel cake blend. Oh, this is so good. And this does really well in my open concept. I think it's because it has the pretzel part in it too. And I had 2 tubs in this, and oh shoot, why am I such a klutz? And I still, in 2 years, I'm like, again, this is why I de-stashed some, because I was looking at my wax, okay, you guys, and it does give me anxiety, because I'm like, if I can't warm this and then it loses scent, what is the purpose of having it? Because then it's not going to smell. So it looks pretty in my drawer. I don't really care. So for me, So I went through, I went through a lot and was like, do I love this? Yes. But can I warm it in the next year? Nope. So then I'm not going to go and pick that up, the lid for it. I will when I'm all done. So I literally have been like, okay, well, if you're not going to finish it, then you need to destash it. And that is what I did. I did a destash of scents that I really like, but I don't need a loaf in them. Anthony's Cabin is phenomenal, super strong. I do this in my bedroom, though. I could do this in my open concept because it is a beast of a performer. But maybe I will this winter. But I do like this in the fall, though, too. That's why I'm chopping it now. But this one, I got 2 tubs in this, and I don't need that's going to last me. That's like a loaf, right? But if I do one this year and then have the one for next year, but then I'm not buying any more. Like even if this comes in the pre-order that she has listed coming up, I'm not getting any more because this is going to last me. And again, this is just my personal, how I get in these moods where I'm like, okay, I go through everything and then I'm like, if I can't warm this, I need to destash it. And Teddy B's does destash well. So I'm like, if it was another vendor, I'm very more mindful of what I order because not every vendor destashes as well as Teddy B's does. And I think it's A, her blends are wicked awesome, and B, she doesn't do them as often, pre-orders, and it's not like you can go on her website and just order. So I think that's why, is because people know, oh, this is such a beautiful, beautiful blend in honor of Anthony. So I think that's why it destashes well, because we all know that it's hard to get. Oh, that's so pretty, the little butterflies. When I cut this up, I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It smells so good. But like I said, that's why I get in these moods and then I go and destash stuff, because I'm like, okay, I can't worm through this. I've got to get it out of my collection. I heart vanilla spiced apples. So this one is from 2022. And this one, oh, Michelle sent me this. I think she didn't care for this as much as I did, and she gifted me this. That was super kind of her. So thank you, Michelle. Actually, I'm only going to cut in this. I like cutting them in half and then working on one half at a time. So yeah, but her poll, am I alone when you look at her poll and then there's thousands of comments and you're like, oh my gosh. So people are like, go like my comment. And I said this in my last video. Like, if I could find your comment, I liked it. If I couldn't find it in that mess, I'm so sorry. I just went and found somebody. So if someone said, hey, Charity, can you Creep Show? I'm like, I couldn't find their specific comment. Like, especially Casey, she was like, go find that. I'm like, I can't. I look for like 10 minutes. I'm like, dude, that's ridiculous. I just like someone else's comment, because I'm like, I'm not going to look for 10 minutes for one comment. Wow, I'm dicing this up or cutting this up, and I'm like, this smells so good. So yeah, it gets to be a lot. Okay, another one that I was out of, and I actually got this then in the pre-order, is Three-Eyed Raven. I think this is fabulous. Again, tubs will last me for several years, so I should just, oh my gosh, I can't even get this out. There we go. So, again, I get in my moods where I'm like, destash, or, yeah. And you know what, though? Like I said, I have been destashing a lot, and you also have seen my hauls have been less, which is great, because it gives me less anxiety, and then I use what I have, right? Because I don't want it to lose scent. And I do worry about that. So, when Sassy Girl reopens, now she did close on their new place. And so that is super exciting. So when she reopens, hopefully, I think she said January was the plan. So April and I will go up there. And I'm sure I'll buy some stuff then. So that'll cost me. But I am working on worming more of her stuff, because I'm like, okay, she's going to open soon, so I cannot stress. And she's got some of my favorite. Christmas at Santa's is my ultimate favorite, and I'm so glad I got the perfume in that, because I absolutely love that scent. Okay, I'm going to cut up cider cookies. This is so good. Again, see how I have a sliver cut, because I wormed it before the restock, because this was a pre-order I ordered, and then I cut up a piece and then wormed it. I didn't love this one. It's good, but it wasn't like, oh, I need to order more, so I didn't. But like I said, it's good cutting it. I mean, I like the smell of this, but I think performance probably would have been my issue, maybe, that I was worried about it in open concept. So, yeah, even smelling it, like, it's medium probably, but again, they need to be a beast in order to manage in my open concept. But it is a beautiful scent. But like I said, sometimes I feel like it's not going to do well in my open concept and it's bakery, it's like, even though you like it, you can't get it again. I don't know about cutting that one up. Okay, I'll cut up the Queen Who Never Was. I actually warmed quite a bit of this. I really liked this, which, again, another surprise scent for me, because wasn't sure. This was one of the limited ones that she had in the RTS that I snagged and wanted to warm this one. So today, I think, right now, you guys know what I have in my open concept warming? Big Hero 6 from Scentsy. It's like that fruit punch that I love. And it's not in my club, but I did stock up. I think I have like 10 bars. And so it's such a beast. But, like, to be cutting some of these, and it's like, and then I'm warming a fruit punch downstairs. Milk cookie zucchini bread. I really, really like this. I don't generally like zucchini blends, but Teddy Bees does them well. And, well, there's a few, I shouldn't say that. There's a few vendors that I cut up today that do amazing zucchini. But some zucchini, my family has complained about. So I have to be careful because we all know what zucchini can come across as. So I do have to be careful and mindful of what I burn warm in my house when it comes to certain scents, and zucchini is one of them. So I'm like taking every bit of the wax here. That's so pretty too. I love the colors and her glitter. Okay, now let's see what else I have here. I'm going to cut up Cashmere Bubble Bath because I've heard great things about this. Oops, don't fall. And the lid came cracked. So I want to warm, if I can get it out. Shoot, this is a newer, must have been a newer pour. Yeah, it says 8/8/24. Oh, this one's not going to come out. Nope. Okay, I'll have to go freeze it, so never mind. Some of them, when they're newer pours, I think she had talked about this once, that how they adhere with the heat and whatever. So, she just said that you have to pop it in the freezer for a minute, so I'll just do that, and then I'll cut that up and warm that one. April gifted me a souffle of cozy cookie cake. She didn't care for this, she said. I was like, what? Oh my gosh, I love this so much. Love it. So, thank you again, April, for gifting me this. I really thought you would like this, but I wonder if it's the smokiness in this that maybe you didn't like. And I do like some smoky scents, so clearly, because I love this scent. But April, I wonder, do you like Surfside Sweet Shop then? I bet you do. All right, Forever Young, another beautiful floral that was new, and I did go back and order another souffle in this. Again, this is a powerhouse. This one is. And, oh my gosh, it's so good. And again, when I'm thinking, okay, I'm warming this in my office or in my bedroom, so I don't need, I don't need bigger amounts. And like I said, I was going through my Teddy Bees videos, and I was looking at when I first started hauling Teddy Bees, I only ordered chunk bags or souffles. And then I'm like, what did I do that all of a sudden I'm buying all these loaves? Like, you learn and you realize what you need or don't need. And also, I'm just trying to be more mindful of what I'm ordering and buying and making sure I'm using it and enjoying it. So for me personally, I was like, you don't need all this stuff. This is really good. She does these dark scents really well. This is just gorgeous. And again, you can see that I warmed some of it because before she had the RTS, because I did go back in and order more of this. And this was poured last year, I believe. Yeah, last October. So I do have another souffle of this. Again, I didn't go back and order anything bigger because, again, I'm going to warm this in most likely my bed. I did warm it in my bedroom or my studio. And so, again, you hear my chickens? They're going crazy. Just thinking about where I'm going to use it. And this one I use more in those spaces. So, okay. I don't know. I try to be good. Or trying to be better, I should say. And I think I have, considering when I started my channel. Okay. Lipstick Manor. And I love Teddy Bees, and I love Lavender and Speckles, and I love Sassy Girl. But I also am like, even with Lavender and Speckles, it's like I'm trying to be mindful of what I'm ordering because I have a good amount of stuff that I don't need loaves and everything because, again, where am I going to warm it? And then I think I actually did buy a loaf, my first loaf from her in Vanilla Surf. And I'm pretty sure I bought the G's PB&J maybe, or did I buy a large bag in that one? I can't remember, but I know I ordered maybe I only ordered one loaf and it was Vanilla Surf. And then I did order a large bag of, I want to smell this one. This is pretty. I did order a large bag in G's PB&J because I absolutely love G's PB&J. It is phenomenal bakery. And look at how pretty this is. Wow. I've never warmed Whipstaff Manor. I do have a tub in it, but that's why I cut up the souffle first, because I'm going to warm that. And again, I got that because everyone was raving about it, but I'm like, I haven't even warmed that. What if I hate it? So hopefully I don't hate it. All right, the Black Dread. That smells good. This one is Fireside Smoked Oud Wood Cedar Warm Embers and Marshmallows. I'm surprised I am going to cut this considering it has cedar in it, but hopefully this does well, and if not, I'll do it in my husband's bathroom and laundry room. Or maybe my daughter would like it. If I cut it, like I said, I don't destash them. If I have done it on occasion, but I prefer not to destash if I chop it, just because I don't want to. But so pretty. So almost done here. Halloween in Halloween Town. I love this one. This one is deep fried churros, cinnamon sugar warm donuts, hint of spice, creamy eggnog, and roasted marshmallow. But have your kiddos started back to school? I assume they have. And when did they go back? Because like I said, mine are going back this week. You guys have any big plans coming up? We don't. We have talked to the kids about going back to Florida on vacation when Elijah, because he's in college, I asked him, would you want to go? And he said yes. And so I said, okay, well then we'll plan around your spring break. So as soon as he knows that, then I'll start looking at rentals. We usually go to Panama City or Navarre is where we go. We have gone during spring break before, and it is not as crazy as like going to Daytona, which we've done that in the past during spring break, and that was a big mistake with kids. It was fine, it's just not where my family wants to be. Pumpkin season. So we are going to, this is pretty. We are going to plan to go back to Panama City or Navarre. And we go between the two just depending on, one year Panama City was hit by a hurricane really bad, and we actually were supposed to go. It was the week before we were supposed to leave, and we were like, what do we do? Like, we're going to lose this money, and what do we do? Yeah, the hurricane did hit, because I was in contact with the rental company, VB, and like Vacation Rental by Owners, and I had been in contact with my contact who manages the place we were staying at, and we've stayed there like 3 times, okay? So we usually rent the same place, especially if we have great luck, and we did there. And so I contacted him and I was like, what do we do? And he's like, well, let's see, because you guys know, we don't know in Wisconsin, but you all know in where you live, like, hurricanes cannot hit. I have a few more left and then I'm done. So like I said, you guys know that, all right, Catacomb of the Witch. This is pretty. I've never worn this. Smells lovely. So we were freaking out, but the guy wasn't. He's like, how about we just wait, and see what happens? And I'm like, yeah, but my husband took off work. So did I. Like, we're planning this. The kids, like, we've got, this time we had 5 kids going. And so I was like, we kind of need to know what the heck's going on. Well, guess what? It hit, and it was bad. Like, people were sending me photos that lived down there that I knew. And I had contacted him again, and he's like, yeah, I didn't know what he was going to do. Like, am I going to lose all my money? Because my husband's sneezing in the garage. His allergies are so bad right now. And then he went out and mowed. So I didn't know what was going to happen. Like, are they going to refund us? Or are we going to be out of luck and lose all of our money? And of course not. They refunded our money. And then we, that was in Panama City, and then we ended up contacting our other place in Navarre and said, were you guys hit? How bad? Like, what's going on there? Because otherwise we were just going to cancel our trip. And they're like, nope, we've had no issues. And literally, what are they, like 45 minutes away from each other? So, Surfside Sweet Shop, and then we're done. And I already chopped up this. I chopped it up and I couldn't even tell. Look at that. So, I'll grab one more. What else I have to chop up here. I just want to see about this one. I don't know about that one. All right, I'll do Creep Show. And So we ended up contacting someone in Navarre that we had stayed at the year, like couple years before. And we really liked the place. And again, not busy beach. And they actually had it open. And it cost me, like I had to pay a couple $100 more difference because it was more money, obviously. And you're booking it, a week before you're going to go. And like I wouldn't normally do that. That's why I planned the way I do. 6 to 8 months before we go, I usually will book it. And they had it and they were very understanding because I'm like, we literally just lost our place today. I need to find somewhere or we have to cancel our trip. And we had someone for the dog. At the time, we only had the one dog. And so, like, everything was planned. So we ended up going to the other place and I'm going to cut up Carter. And we had a great time. And we did, when we were driving, we drive there though because we have all the kids. And we want a car when we're down there. So, and it just works better for our family. My husband and I drive. And so when we were driving down there, we saw a lot of crew and a lot of people with different organizations going. But yeah, and then I'm going to do cashmere and apples. Now this one has cashmere woods, but this one I'm okay with on cold. So hopefully it's enjoyable. It smells beautiful. So yeah, so I'd like to go back to Panama City actually, because we like the place. Like both of the rentals are beautiful, but the one in Panama City is literally like you step out the door and you're on the beach. And so that way if my kids, when they were littler, not little, but like if my 8-year-old or 10-year-old or 12-year-old wanted to go back, we could watch them walk inside and then they would go to the door and wave at us and they knew to go in and lock the door and, obviously not answer it. And we were right there. Like we had the air off and they had the door open. So that's one reason I like that place. The other place is on like the 4th floor, but the one in Panama City is right on the water. And it's gorgeous. And as my kids are getting older, I really want to if they want to go, I want to go. And so like I said, my son is going to be 19 and he said he would go. So I was like, okay, this might be, what if he doesn't want to go next year? So I really want to plan this year and hopefully go. So I'm trying to figure that out. All right, well, that's my chatty chop with me. I'm sorry, I went to look and I thought I had questions for a chop and chat, and I don't know where it is. I couldn't find it, so I'm sorry this wasn't more engaging. Next time I do this for around Christmas, I will put up a post, and I literally went between these two videos looking for the chop and chat, and it's not there, so I am sorry. I really was planning on pulling those questions. I couldn't find them on my phone. So next time I'll try to be better in post or maybe I'll do it live and you guys can chat with me live. We'll see. But I hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for listening. Let me know a favorite Teddy Bees fall scent or any of these that you've tried that you really like. All right, with that being said, I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. Bye.